All right, so just finding a comfortable seat. Option if you want, if you're kind of practicing half lotus, to maybe bring one in towards the inside crease of your hip, just to get a little bit deeper stretch on one side. Maybe rolling your shoulders up and back a few times. Actually, let's kind of just work. Let's roll out our head and neck a few times as well. And a few neck stretches. So from here, you can just come to sitting up nice and straight. And go ahead and take, no matter which side, but one hand to the side of your head. You're going to just drop that ear towards that shoulder while you're sitting out straight. The other arm out to the side, kind of like as a little counter stretch. And we're just going to do some easy little circles just in the same direction to start with. Just feeling that nice stretch along the side of the neck. Gentle pressure with your hand, and then you can switch and start to do those arm circles direction. One more breath. And then from here, you can just drop your chin down to your chest, and we're just going to switch sides. So opposite ear towards that shoulder, gentle pressure, head and neck, getting that nice stretch there. Then you can reach the other arm out to the side, it's like a little bit of a counter stretch, and then just start to do easy circles. Switch and go in the other direction. One more breath. And then from here, just bring your chin down to your chest, and then bring your head straight, nice and tall. Maybe close your eyes here. Just start to connect with your breath a little bit more. Did from the base of your spine all the way up through the top of your head. And we'll start out just a little breathing in and out through your nose. Lengthening your breath. Making your inhales and your exhales about the same length. Using your breath, so on and off the mat, to just kind of help you come back to the present, to help relax your mind and your body. A moment to set an intention. Find yourself something you're grateful for, something positive right now. Okay, very good. And you can slowly open up your eyes. Now we're going to inhale, reach your arms up nice and wide, arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale. You're going to bring the elbows out to the side, and up cactus arms. And then again, inhale, reach up, exhale, wide, squeezing the shoulders together in the back. Exhale, cactus arms one more time. Inhale, inhale. Good. Here we'll come on to our hands and knees, and we'll just start with a few cat-cow poses, a spine, a few rounds of cat-cow. Spreading out your fingers, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. So to drop your belly, lift your up. Exhale, putting everything, your back, your shoulders, your chins towards your chest. Just flow through these two movements, just kind of waking up your body. Do one more round of cat-cow. And then from here, coming to a neutral tabletop flat back, shoulders apart, lift up through the core. The right foot back, left arm forward, and then lift that back foot up so there's a long straight line. Your front finger, the back of that heel, like someone's pulling you in either direction. Energy's reaching forward. Coming back to your breath. Strong core, strong shoulders. And then we'll go ahead, release, switch sides. So opposite leg comes back. So take your time to set up. The foot, maybe toe starts on the ground first. Opposite arm forward, lift up strong shoulders, lift that back foot up. Energy's reaching, someone's pulling your fingers forward, and then you're pushing something with the back of your heel. And then go ahead and release. From here, we're going to come to just come down, forearm plank, onto your forearms, draw the shoulder blades apart, press your palms down into the mat, so spreading out the fingers, having that, so you can actually grip with, and then step one foot back, and the other. So we're just going to hold this forearm plank for like 30 seconds here. Strong core, strong shoulders, your gaze, your head is just kind of looking just a little bit in front of you, so like in front of your hands, so your neck is in line. Deep breaths. One more deep breath here. From here, we're going to come into dolphin pose. So start to walk our feet forward, the shoulders apart even more. Walk, walk. From here, relax your head and neck. So chins towards your chest. Staying here for a few deep breaths. Option to just stay here for a few breaths, or you can try lifting one leg up. Flex, heels up towards the sky, bringing it down. Lifting the other leg up. Super challenging. One or two more breaths. And then you can come down to your hands and knees. Take a child's pose with our knees together, hands behind us, releasing shoulders, palms up, head comes down. A few breaths here. Great. From here, we're going to make our way into downward facing dog, and we're going to get ready to do a few sun salutations, a few vinyasas to really get the whole body, get some movement going, some flow. So a few breaths in downward facing dog, stretching it out, maybe pedaling the feet, relaxing your head and neck. So your chin is towards your chest, looking towards your knees or up towards your belly button. Here, you can just walk your feet up to your hands to come to a ragdoll. A nice bend in your knees, relaxing the shoulders, relax your head and neck. Up through your hips to get deeper. Get out the toes, so rooting, grounding through your feet. Next inhale, we'll come to a half lift, so draw your shoulders back. Energy's reaching forward, back. Exhale, fold forward deeper, so just a micro bend in the knees. Fingertips come down towards the toes, going deeper this time. Your hips lifted up even more. And then next inhale, make your way all the way up. Lengthen through your arms, extended mountain pose. Drawing the shoulders down and back as we find length. Then bring your hands to your heart center. Start with our sun salutations. So inhale, reach up, moving with your breath. Hinge from your hips, fold forward. Exhale, half lift. Exhale to bend your knees, plant your hands stepping back to a plank. On your hands or on your knees, we're going to lower down super slow chaturanga. Elbows hug the ribs. Bring the shoulders back, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, making your way back down, coming back into downward facing dog. So let's stay here about 5 deep breaths. Settling back in. We'll be here for 1, 2. Like external rotation of the shoulders and the arms. 4, 5, bend your knees, look up to your hands, walk step, or the hands coming into a half lift. So pull forward deeper, and then next inhale, all the way up for your spine, extended mountain pose. And then hands to heart center, same thing again. Reach, find length. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Bend your knees, plant your hands, make your way to a plank. Lowering down, taking your time to that up dog or cobra, drawing your shoulders back, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale. Facing dog. Out the fingers, maybe a little bend in your knees. Step my foot in a little bit because my hamstrings are a little tight. All right, from here, we're gonna add a variation. Take your feet out about the width of the mat to a down dog twist. So you're gonna hover that right hand, take it to the outside of the left. Twist underneath that left armpit, pressing your chest towards your upper thigh. And back to your breath. Good. And then you can bring that hand back. We'll switch sides. Hovering the left hand and then bringing it to the outside of the opposite ankle. Under your shoulder. Press the chest towards the upper thigh. Bring that hand back. Walk your feet a little bit closer together to regular down dog, about hip distance. Bend your knees, look up to your hands. Walk, step, or hop. Hands half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. So, hands to heart center. All right, last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, come into plank, and then lowering down, taking your time, elbows hug the ribs. Or upward facing dog, shrugging those shoulders back. Then downward facing dog. All right, so from here, we're gonna do a little bit of, I want you to come to a 3-legged down dog. Right leg up. Flex that foot, heels up towards the sky. And then from here, come forward on the left toe, bring your right knee to your nose, rounding the back. And then inhale, reach it up, find length. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Exhale, coming forward on the left toe, on the back nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. 3 more times, moving with your breath. On your last one, hold that knee to your nose, bring that foot all the way through. The practice that can help us bring our foot all the way through. From here, we're gonna come into a lizard pose. Take that right side, hands inside. So we're gonna come to a lizard pose. If possible, let's try to keep that knee lift, back knee lifted. Here, if you have a block, you can use that block to help you. So maybe come onto one forearm, maybe the other, or maybe you just stay up on your hands, that's fine. We're gonna be here about 6 more deep breaths. Getting a nice stretch in the hip. All right, from here you can drop that back knee down. You have the block, move the blocks to your side. We're gonna add a twist. So right hand comes to right knee, open that hip up. So coming onto the pinky outside of your right foot, and the other hip down, looking over your shoulder, out. Right. From here, bringing that knee back up. Make sure that foot's planted. We're gonna come to a plank variation. Back foot, and spin the back heel to the back. Come to a plank, side plank variation here. So that foot turns to face out. And then we're up here. Good. Back foot is turning. Lift up through the core. Few deep breaths. Good. And then come back through to the center. Step that foot back to downward facing dog. We're going to set up to do the other side. We're ready. Three-legged down dog, other side. Foot reaches up and back. Stretch it out, heels up towards the side. Chest is still towards your upper thigh. On your next exhale, come forward on the right toe, left knee to nose. So lengthen. We're doing this 4 more times. Heel. It's nose, rounding the back. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Moving with your breath. 2 more times. Last one, you're going to bring that foot through as you can. It doesn't make it all the way up to your hands. Grab the ankle, bring it up. Back foot maybe comes back a little bit further. Front knee over top of your ankle. Walk that left foot to the left for lizard pose. Option to just stay here on your hands. Come down to one forearm. That might be a far distance. You might want something if you have that block. Yeah. About 5 or 6 breaths here. And then from here, you can drop that back knee down with the block out of your way if you were using it. And we're going to do that twist. So coming onto the pinky edge side of the opposite foot, opening up the hip, maybe dropping that other hip down, whatever feels good, looking over your shoulder. Back up, we're going to set up for that kind of funny side plank variation on the other side. Foot's going to turn out, lift that back knee up, heel comes down, feet turn, press through the palm, hands under your shoulders, lift up through that core. One more deep breath. You can bring your hand back down. Coming forward again, step back, coming into a downward facing dog. We're going to go ahead and take a child's pose. So coming down to your hands and knees. If you want, using this time to get a drink of water, just kind of reset. We have one more standing flow. From here, you can walk your hands back. Block. I can't tell if you do, but if you have a block, just bring it towards the front of your mat. So just at the front or maybe front corner, so it's there, so we can and we're going to make our way back into downward facing dog. Spreading out the fingers, bending the knee, hip back. 3-legged down dog again. Time bend the knee to open up the hip. Stacking the hips, flexing that back foot. Pressing your chest towards your upper thigh. Deep breath. And then we're going to come forward on the left toe, right knee to nose, right foot through up the hands. Bend the back heel down, setting up for warrior two. Front heel's about in the middle of the back. There, arms out to the side, the shoulders. Settle in, knees over that ankle. You can always straighten that front leg. Coming back into it, relaxing the shoulders down. Pressing through the edge side of your back toe. Looking towards your right fingertips. Coming back to your breath. From here, straighten that front leg. Set up for triangle pose so you can bring your hands to your hips. Triangle pose, the stance isn't as wide. So I like to take that back foot and just bring it in a little bit. Makes it more accessible. Reach forward. You're gonna reach as far as you can. Bring your fingertips maybe down to your ankle, down to the mat, or even on the block. Open up your arms, long straight line between your arms. Lift up through your core, not putting weight on the bottom fingers. Spinning your top hip open, pressing into the bottom hip. From here, you can take your top hand to your hip, bend your bottom knee, block. Have it, just bring it right in front of your toes at like a medium height. Come back up, and we're just going to do reverse triangle pose. Top arm comes up, reach up and back, nice side stretch. Here, half moon pose, so balance pose. So you're going to keep your left hand on your hip, square your hips forward, start to walk your back as your right hand's coming down towards the block. Flex that back foot, so you're going to open up the hip. There's a straight line back with your legs, hands down on the block, or just fingertips on the mat, that's fine too. You're going to keep your gaze down for more stability. For a challenge, you might look up. Left hands on left hip, option to reach it up. Job. Keep flexing through that back foot, open the hip up. Breath. One more deep breath. And then you can bring your left hand down, foot steps back, step your front foot back, coming into a downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, three-legged down dog, left leg reaches up. Bend at the knee, open up the hip, stretch it out. Then from here, come forward onto your right toe, left knee to left to nose, left foot through. Back heel down, we're setting up for warrior two. On the side, front heel's in the middle of your back foot. You're ready. Open up, same as we did before. Up the shoulders, in towards that front knee, maybe trying to get the knee over the ankle. From here, straighten that front leg, back foot in just a little bit for triangle pose. Reach the arms, and then reach forward. Hips come down, open up the arms, the shoulders, up through the core. Coming back to your breath. From here, right hand can come to your hip, bend the front knee. Right heel of the block that is right in front of your foot at medium height, and then make your way all the way up. Reverse triangle pose. Front palm comes up, reach up and back. Good. And then your hands to your hips, bring the hips to the front, back foot in. Hands are going to come down to the block. Half moon pose. Flex that back foot. Start to lift it up off the mat, maybe keeping your gaze down to start out with. Foot flex, open up the hip. Maybe reach that top arm up. Cross. Very challenging pose. If this feels easy right now, you're going to challenge yourself by looking up towards your fingers. Hard. Keep yourself grounded by looking down towards the mat. And then from here, one more deep breath. Take a big step back. We'll go through a vinyasa. So step your front foot back to a plank. Lower down through to an up dog or cobra pose. Coming into facing dog. From here, you can come onto your hands and knees. Come to that forearm plank again. So working our core a little bit. Coming down to your forearm, spreading out the fingers. Down, shoulders away from your ears. And then you can step one foot back longer than the other. So we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. This time, we're just going to come forward, the toes, and then cross back towards the heels. This little exercise, forward onto the toes, brings our shoulders a little bit forward of our elbows, which is actually a little bit more challenging. It takes a little bit strength. About 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way onto your stomach. Let's take a little belly shavasana. You can just relax your head down on your hands, on your forearms for a deep breath. And we're going to do a little bit of core work. So core being your abs, but also your back and your obliques. We're going to do a little bit of back work. So we're going to do a little flow. So go ahead and reach your arms forward. Point your toes. We're going to inhale. Lift everything up. Lift your hands, your feet. Exhale. Squeeze the elbows. Your chest up more. Inhale. Reach forward. Exhale. Come back down. We'll do 5 more. Lift it up. Exhale. The elbows lifting up higher. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, down 4 more times. So lift. Exhale, squeeze a little bit higher. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back down. And moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Exhale, down. Last one. Lift. Exhale, squeeze. Reach. And then back down. Relax your forehead on your hands for a few breaths. All right. From here, we're going to bend both knees. And we're going to make our way into bow pose. Reach your hands back for the ankle or the tops of the feet. Next, inhale, lift up your chest, lift up the tops of your feet. Bring your feet into the hands. Get a little bit of quad stretch. Lifting up and forward through your chest. Breath here. A deep breath. You can go ahead and release. Go take your feet up, both, bend the knees, drop both knees to one side. Windshield wiper the knees, both knees towards the other side a few times. Release your spine. Now we're going to transition into the Yin Yoga part of practice. So we're going to come into a Sphinx pose. All right, so setting up, elbows are underneath, shoulders, hands in front of you. The shoulders away from your ears, crossing your feet behind you. This pose is a nice, gentle back bend. Nice and gentle, but as we hold it longer, we really start to get deeper into use back and the lower back. This is a nice, gentle way to stretch your back, especially your lower back if you notice you have soreness or issues there. Oh, in Yin Yoga, we hold the poses anywhere generally about 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes as little as 1 minute, depending on the pose. Kind of adding on variations as we go. The idea is that we get deeper into the tissues beyond the muscle. Tissues of joint, ligaments, the bones are a little bit tighter. They're a little bit access, so they take a gentle pressure over more time in order to access them. It's also a good time to just embrace quietness in the practice. Not moving as much here. We're trying to find that stillness in our body, also in our mind. Maybe using it as a time to just come back to your breath. All right. From here, we're going to add a little variation, getting more into the shoulders. You have your block or even like a blanket, you're just going to put it in front of you so you have something to put your head on. You're going to just take your hands together to either elbow. Let's take our right hand. You're going to start to walk your hands away either side. So it's kind of like that eagle pose. Stretch with your blades kind of coming together in the front. All right. Walk your hands out as far as you can, and then you're going to bring your forehead on top of that block or on top of that blanket. This is the pose, getting more into the shoulders. So just settling in, coming back to your breath. From here, you can slowly lift your head back and just moving nice. Start to inch your forearms back, and then we'll switch sides so that your left arm is in front. Start, hands on either side, reaching them as far as you can. It's the opposite direction. Once you're there, bring your forehead back down to the blanket or to the block in front of you. From here, slowly start to walk your hands back. The block to the side. Come to counter stretch. Lying on your belly. You can have your right cheek down, hands behind you to release the shoulders, palms up. Cheeks down to start with. Breaths here. And then we're just going to lift our head up and bring the other cheek down. And from here, you can slowly make your way up onto your knee. Right, we're gonna start up for a low lunge. We're gonna set up, it's called dragon pose in yin yoga. Find your blanket or just like a little extra padding for your knee. So I just have a little towel. It's gonna be on our back knee for a little bit. Take your left knee on top of that blanket, towel, that extra padding, then your right foot forward. Setting up here. All right, so you want to make sure your front knee's over top of your ankle. You don't want it to be forward or back. I like to lift my back knee up and just see if I can send it back a little bit further. I know I'm getting a nice deep stretch, a lot of distance between my front heel, my back knee. Relax that back foot. Settle into the pose from here. So we'll take a moment and just kind of connect with your body and where you're feeling the stretch. I love this stretch because you're stretching so many different areas in your legs, your hips, inner thighs. Try to allow those muscles to just relax into the pose. Since we're holding it longer, the muscles to relax so we can access the tissues beyond the muscles. One option in this is if it's like, a little bit strained or hunched over to have your hands on the ground, is you can just bring your hand to your knee and lengthen through your spine, and you're still getting a nice leg stretch, but it might not be as much on your back if that starts to become uncomfortable. Thing you want to make sure in this pose is you want to keep your neck fine in line. You don't want to allow your head to just kind of drop all the way down because then your neck's kind of rounding a lot. Keep that head lifted. This is probably kind of just somewhere at the mat in front of you. That spine kind of in line. From here, we're going to transition into pigeon pose. So you're going to take that right foot, walk it over to the side, drop that knee down. You probably don't really need the blanket here, so you can either just leave it or move it out of the way. Take the back knee back. For your pigeon pose, starting in an upright pigeon, drawing the shoulders back, lengthen through your spine. Whenever you're ready, you can make your way down to a resting pigeon. Maybe you stay on the forearms, because maybe you use a block or a towel to your forehead down. Or you can just touch the arms forward, bring your forehead all the way down to your mat. This stretch gets a little bit deeper into the hips, so it's a really nice hip stretch, hip opener. You want to try to allow the muscles to relax since we're holding it longer. Allow yourself to release and let go into the pose. About 2 or 3 more breaths here. And you can slowly make your way up. Take your time. Your way out of the pose. Lifting that front knee up. Maybe stretching the leg back behind you. You want doing a few hip circles. And we'll come into a downward facing dog to stretch out both the legs. Just stretching it out in your downward facing dog. And we'll come onto our hands and knees and just take a child's pose before we come to the other side. So just allowing our muscles and our little time to relax before we go on the other side. Here you can make your way back up, and we'll set up for that low lunge or yin yoga dragon pose. So you can take your padding, putting it kind of towards the middle or the back of your mat. Right knee will be on the blanket, leg forward, our opposite leg, what you did last time. So when you're setting up, making sure your front knee's over top of your ankle, be lifting that back knee up, see if it can go back just a little bit further. So you're getting the best stretch that you can right now, settling into the pose here. Maybe just noticing how this side feels compared to the other side. Embracing the quietness of the practice. Taking one more deep breath here. And then we'll slowly transition into pigeon pose. Side walking that foot over to the side. Dropping the knee down. Taking that back knee back. Starting in an upright pigeon. Squaring the hips, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward. Lift up through your spine. Staying here for a few breaths. Ready, making your way down to resting pigeon. Maybe on your forearms, using a blanket, a block. Just kind of making yourself comfortable in the pose so you can settle in. allowing your muscles, especially the muscles of your hips, to release. But notice if anything else in your body is tight, and consciously allowing that area of the body to release as well. One or two more deep breaths here. And then you can walk your hands back. Take your time to make your way out of the pose, stretching out that leg and the hip. Maybe just straightening the hip behind you or doing a few hip circles. And then when you're ready, we'll come to a downward facing dog, counter stretch. And then you can come onto your hands and knees. We'll take a child's pose again. Either knees together or knees apart. Hands can come forward or behind you, whichever is better right now. And then you can slowly make your way up. And we're going to finish on our back. Maybe taking, one more drink of water. When you're ready, making your way onto your back. Your back, just hug your knees in towards your chest and do a few pulse massaging your lower back onto the mat. Times in each direction. From here, take your arms out to the side, or it can be out, cactus arms in towards you, and we're going to drop both knees over towards one side. It doesn't matter which side. Looking up towards the sky, or you can look in the opposite direction of your knees for more of a neck stretch. One or two more deep breaths. And then you'll bring your back through to the center. Knees up towards you again and drop both knees over towards the other side. Just really allowing your body to relax in this pose. This twisting is really good for our back and spine health. And then you can come back, go to the center. Let's straighten our legs, reach your arms up overhead, And just take a nice long stretch, length your fingertips towards your toes. And then making your way into a Shavasana. Hands by your side. We'll just be here briefly for about 1 minute, just using this time to allow your body to completely lie flat, allowing your body to relax. And then from here, take a nice deep inhale. Deep exhale. Start to roll out your ankles, roll out your toes. Put your arms up overhead one more time, bending your knees. On to your side. Be there for a breath or two. You're ready, pushing your way all the way up to a seat. All right, so we're going to finish just by bringing our hands to our heart center. We'll take one more deep inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, and just take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude for the practice, sense of gratitude for what you have in your life, and allowing the positive energy that you feel to be a benefit to yourself and the people around you throughout. Namaste.
Thank you, Stacy.